It's all true. It's all real. Nothing here is fake. Nothing you see on this show is fake. It's merely controlled.
Looks like we are liars away, far beyond where we used to lay. All we need was time and space to start over again. We are forever getting lost in the stars. We are forever getting lost. Forever getting lost. Forever getting lost. Forever getting lost.
Isn't it daft, that whole language thing? I've never really understood comedy very well. You know, the humour, and I don't know what the fuck does it. I don't care. I'm just delighted to be here when it shows up. But you know, it's the way you can laugh at horrible things and awful things. Now the politically correct fucking mob, they've screwed it for everybody. You know, because you feel embarrassed. Like when I start going, oh, he's making a fool of the table. No, I'm fucking not. I'm telling a joke. Shut the fuck up. Get a life. You know.
Well, we are back again, and we should be live, right? But hey, you know the score, you know by now, you know what I'm like. Are we live? Hey, let's run with it anyway. It's I mean, I can tell it's live, so I reckon we're okay. But I remember back in maybe 2021, 2022, and I used to do quite a lot of pre-record, and the amount of times I would sit down and do a video, and then realise, oh, I wasn't recording. Honestly, and then it's like, oh man, I remember one in particular, and it was a video I done, maybe it was even in 2020, and it was about Project Bluebeam, the alien invasion. And if I can remember correctly, I'm sure it was a long video, maybe even 30-40 minutes long. And when I first went to do it, I got pretty much finished and realised I wasn't recording. And it's like, no! And I was on a tight schedule at the time. I'm sure I had to leave it that day and then go back to it about a week later. It's like, oh man. So these things can happen. Mistakes can happen, believe it or not, right? Not everybody's perfect. Wait, what? Nobody? Okay, nobody's perfect, right? Let's go with that. I better write that down so I can remember. Nobody is perfect. I might get that as my first tattoo. Just on my arm, just to remind myself. Look, it's okay. It's okay to make a mistake, as long as nobody sees it. I mean, as long as you remember, nobody's perfect, right? So yeah, a bit of movie montage in the intro to, well, the first intro song. He's got the whole world in his hands, in his arms, I nearly said. Either way, right? And it did have a particular theme to it, which was end of the world theme, or doomsday theme, right? So you might have noticed. Then again, probably not. And then the second one, it was indeed The Truman Show, which we are in. No two ways about it. If you've ever wondered, what is life? What is life all about? It's The Truman Show, right? Write that one, write that down. Excuse me. But they were just intro videos to kind of get us going. Is that my dog? Better not be. He's escaped. He's escaped. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I used the Truman intro last Friday. So tomorrow, is it? Yeah, Friday tomorrow. I might make a different one for the Friday Fix, which will be back tomorrow. And I don't know if Sensum is live on Sunday, but if he is, then we're going to go another week where Muggins here. Is that me? Yeah, that's me. Where Muggins here is live on Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Get a life! I know, right? I know. I would have been. It's landed quite good, because usually I would have been away to the Fitba on Saturday, and we would have been going to a wee place called Forfar. So I can't now because my wife is actually going to see Blink 182. Do we know who they are? Or, well, she said it's called Blink 182, but I call it Blink 182. Anyway, an argument ensued. It's Blink 182, no, it's Blink 182. Look, who cares? Nobody cares. So she'll be in Glasgow. Her and her friend, two friends, who left today, and they'll be in Glasgow for it, I think tomorrow night. Then back home on Saturday, a bit late. So Muggins again here is babysitting, but I'm not allowed to call it baby. You're not allowed to call it that. I'm not allowed to call it babysitting. I get into trouble for that. You can't say that when it's your own kids. Right, so what do I call it? Oh, I'm minding the children, right? Or trying to. So that kind of knocked football on the head. But it landed alright because not tomorrow, on Saturday, I'm going to be live with Matthew and Norman and a load of other fantastic people over on Matt's channel, which is Easy Math Solutions. I had to think. I had to think there, right? But it's going to be, by the looks of it, a fantastic lineup. Me excluded, of course. I can't say that about myself. But apart from me, I'm looking forward to it, and it's a bit of an honour to be amongst such great people in terms of the research they've done, including the likes of Andrew Johnson, who, I mean, that guy's been in the game probably since before I was born. So it's going to be good. It's going to be interesting. What I will do is I'll get the link at the end, and if people want to check it out, I did share it on my community tab on my original channel. Confused? Join the club. You join the club, right? But anyway, we can touch on that at the end. We are live tonight. I will be live tomorrow, getting down to the latest in the media deception. Then Saturday 9/11, and Sunday, I don't know if Sensum is here. Let us know, right? Because yeah, it would be good to get a heads up. He's terrible. He won't be here. He'll be somewhere in a curry house in I don't know, where does he stay again? Derby, Stoke-on-Trent. He'll be away in some curry house, stuffing his face with a chicken tikka masala and naan bread. 2 naans and a grandpa, right? Do we know what film that's from? It's from a classic film, that. The guy's in an Indian restaurant, and he's like, right, what are you getting? He's like, I'll have the onion bhajis, chicken tikka, 2 naans, and a grandpa. And he's laughing like it's hilarious. And the Indian guy talks back, laughing, but speaking Indian, and calls him, it's something like, you sada mada chuda, which is basically, you are a motherfucker. And they're all laughing. You might know, it's not, is it a popular film? Probably not. But in my view, it's a classic in terms of comedy, and it's called Twin Town, right? So if you've not seen it, write that down, or get it tattooed on your arm. But it is a classic film. I think it came out early 90s, mid 90s. And yeah, it's one of a kind. So if you've not seen Twin Town, check it out. Is it on YouTube? I don't know. Possibly, right? So what we'll do tonight, basically, to lay the foundations of what could be a end of the month stream situation with a test your knowledge, right? And I mean, hey, it's the first time I'm doing it, so go easy. Don't be shouting in capital caps, right? Don't be shouting in caps. What the heck is going on? So, in terms of the questions, I think there's 10, but some of them have got 2 or 3 sort of questions in the one question, if that probably doesn't make any sense. I've lost you already, right? You're lost already. But it's a bit of a kind of mixed bag, random sort of test your knowledge, and it was difficult because when I was looking at questions, I thought, right, how tough do you make the questions? Do I make them really hard? Do I make them easy? I mean, hey, they're easy. It's only easy if you know the answer, right? So it was yeah, it was tough, man. And I kind of thought, what we'll do is we'll do this one tonight, and then I think next time, God granted, what I'll do is we'll make it a more focused on one particular movie rather than scattered random general knowledge questions, right? And of course, there's the whole side of, well, how do you put it together? When do you show the answers and all that kind of stuff? I should have probably done a bit more research and watched. I've only seen a very small number of quizzes in the past in regards to live on YouTube. So I mean, hey, we'll see how it goes, right? We can live and learn, hopefully, and like I said, we'll do it a bit randomy, off the cuff tonight. And basically we'll do the questions, and then at the end, after the 10th, I think there's 10, but there's more than that, including one maybe kind of bonus question, and then we go over the answers, right? So you've got to stay until the end. And the person, I'm going to try and mark down, because see, what you're going to have to do is answer the question as quick as you can, because you won't get time forever, right? You're not going to get all the time in the world. Otherwise, you could just Google it. So we'll do that, and I'll try and mark to see if we get a winner. And if we've got a winner, let me think. The prize could be a one-way ticket to Rwanda. Anybody up for that? It's a one-way ticket. You get a 12-month stay in Rwanda, right? Or what about maybe... oh, my phone, I better switch that off, right? What even was that? I don't know. Let me see. How do I work the fucking thing? Swearing already. I think I'm off camera, but I'm not. I'm on. I'm on. Get him off. And so yeah, maybe Rwanda. Couple of months in Rwanda. I don't know if anybody would like that, but hey, it could be cheap, it could be easy. You might get treated better than you do in the UK. Let's face it, right? So maybe not that, but maybe 2 weeks in Guantanamo Bay, right? That might do the trick. Beautiful time to be going there as well. You can be in amongst all the British people who post naughty things on on, I shouldn't laugh, on Facebook and Twitter. Should I call it X? Yeah, I think X. I think the Twitter honeymoon name is done now. We need to call it X now, right? I mean, it's a stupid name anyway. X. What the heck? How long? I mean, who came up with that? How long did it take? What are we going to call it now? What's an easy name? I don't know. A? Nah, we can't call it A. Z? Nah, not Z. X? Yeah, what the heck? X it is, right? X marks the spot. So yeah, we'll touch on it more tomorrow, probably, in the Friday fix, but been quite an interesting week. You've had the guy from Telegram. I would butcher his name if I said it. I can't remember. Some Russian name, you'll get the point. He got arrested. We talked about it a wee bit on Sent Some Stream last Sunday. And yeah, it's quite an interesting one. A lot of people saying, oh, kind of in the way of standing up for the guy. But I'm kind of like, well, to be honest, I couldn't give two monkeys about the guy, to be honest. I doubt he's a person that can be trusted, to be honest. People talking about, oh, but the truth, right? They're coming after the truth. He's been arrested for the truth. And it's like, wait a minute, what? What has he said that's ever been true or the truth? I'm confused at that. I mean, the guy's a multi-billionaire, millionaire, whatever it is, take your pick. He doesn't talk truth or make people aware of any given situation. It's the people that do that, not this multi-millionaire person, whoever he might be. He's not a person that can be trusted, I'm afraid. They might use him as an example, possibly. And I've seen some people say, well, oh, what you meant to do if they closed down Telegram? Well, there's other platforms that can be used, right? There's plenty platforms out there. Just keep saying what you need to say until you get kicked off any or every one of them. But you don't give up. You don't give up if you've got stuff to say, stuff to share. And I think the bottom line is, remember, you're dealing with the internet here. It could be pulled like that, and it would be gone. So then what are you going to do? Then who are you going to tell? Who are you going to speak to? I think at that point you've got no option but to get out there, educate yourself and your community on feet, door to door, set up a stall. And to be honest, let's face it, we probably should be doing that now. The internet it's a false reality when you think about it. It's quite interesting when you look at the word platform. It originates from the French. It's a French word. I think platform or platformy, forme. And it basically means ground plan. So it means plan. So, yeah, make of that what you wish. We might get into that a wee bit more tomorrow. Excuse me. We're not here for that tonight. Right? It's the pub quiz, if you like. What I'll do is I'll jump in the chat. Let me see. Hopefully we're okay for the audio. Norman's here. Good to see you, Norman. All the way down in South Africa. I'm not going to try and do a South African accent. Some people are quite good at doing the South African accent. I would just make a fool of myself, to be honest. It was the Truman Show, but it's not in the question. So that is -1 point for Norman. You start on -1, right? The beautiful Justine as well. The best behaviour tonight from Justine and Norman. No, I'm only joking. Hopefully yous are okay. And I know people can fall out from time to time. I guess that's life, but not as we know it, right? But hopefully we can get over that, and people can be a bit more loving and caring of each other. Hopefully, right? Fingers crossed. But it's always a pleasure, Justine, and thank you for the continued support. B Angel in the Hood. Where did you go? There you go. Simon's here as well. The Woody. The Woodlander. Fantastic. What a guy. Great guy. Great initiative. Yeah, there's a guy who knows what he's talking about. Not me, but the Woodlander. Right? Proper bigging myself up now. Not me, but I really enjoy listening to Simon's videos. I'm sure I watched the last one and the one before, and I was quite quick on it. It's like, boom, notification, boom, watch. And a lot of people, I'm sure, agree. It speaks a lot of sense, and I'm very, very honoured to have you here tonight. Let's see. Do you know, originally I made the questions quite hard, and then I thought, well, nobody's going to get them right. What's the point if nobody's going to get them right? So I went a bit lenient. We are indeed live. I'll take your word for it, Justine. Yep, you're a person I can trust, so we're good to go. Carol's here in the hood. Good to see you, Carol. I hope you're doing well. B Angel, Carol. Who else did I see? Ulick, our Irish American brother in the hood. Just Irish, right? We'll leave out the American part. He's been Americanized. He's not fully Americanized yet, but the time will come. The time will come, right? You can get us all a visa to America when the time comes. The ship is sinking. It's either that or we all go to the Woodlander, and he can sort us out. The Woody, Ulick, Carl, Pamela in the hood. Good to see you, Pamela. Yeah, I always enjoy it too. It's great. I like the kind of one-to-one feel, like you're sitting at the therapist. Wait, what? Just me? Just me. You're at the therapist, right? And I love how it's in the woods, and you've got the forest in the background, and the sound of the birds and the racist chickens and all that kind of stuff, right? I love it. I feel like I'm at home. Good to see Pamela in the hood, Carol, the Woodlander, Justine, Ulick, Norman's here. Did I miss anybody? DB Angel. Oh, Wendy B. Yeah, where did it go? Yeah, WEF, Global Leader, World Economic Forum, Lapdog. Yeah, interesting, right? All these different entities and millionaires and billionaires, they're all connected to the same entity. Funny that, right? Just a coincidence, of course. And even the guy Putin. And a lot of people today, they like Putin. I can see why, to be honest. I can see why. But for me personally, he's not a guy I can't trust him, I'm afraid. I'm not going to tell anybody else what to do. But maybe it's just me. I can't trust anybody. I've been let down too many times in the past, so I don't know. Each to their own, I guess, right? So I reckon we might have got everybody, which is great. So yeah, it was tough to try and work out how to lay it out and stuff like that. And it was all a bit random and new to me, which gives me a break from the usual malarkey. So I went a bit mixed bag, and I thought I'll try and keep it, well, I'm saying easy, but it might not be easy for some people. I got caught out with that before. I might have mentioned this before a while ago, but I was in Scotland, in the UK, you've got to complete a certain course, a certain certificate to get onto construction sites, no matter what work you do. And do this thing called a CSCS card. And basically you complete that exam and then voila, you can get onto a construction site, right? It's all health and safety and fucking lifting and all that health and safety BS that no one really wants to know about. But I mean, yeah, it's got its, as much as I knock it from time to time, it probably does save a lot of lives as well. So it's hard to kind of knock it, but at the same time it does get in the way. Oh, health and safety, for sake, red tape. Shut the place down, right? There's dust, shut it down. So, the last time I done the course, I think it would have been in 2022 or 2021. And I went down to the exam centre, like a CITB centre, they call it. And I went in, and there was a guy sitting there. So I went in and seen the receptionist, sat down, blah, blah, blah. And there's a guy sitting there, and he looked a bit nervous. He's like rocking in his chair, like Bill Gates rocking. And I was thinking, oh, he must be a bit nervous about the exam. So I said, I sat down and I said to him, all right, and we got yapping, and I was like, look, don't worry about it. You can't fail it. And he said, this is my third time. This is my third time trying to pass. And I was like, oh, okay. So I put my foot in that one, right? So what someone might think is easy, someone else might not, right? So don't be like me. Mind you, I was only trying to comfort the guy. I could see he was nervous about it. I was quite nervous as well, but I mean, I was quite confident I was going to pass it. I don't know why, but I did study quite a bit. The kind of days leading up to it, the night before, you can do a mock test and all this mock nonsense. It's never the same question, but it puts you in good stead. So hopefully he passed that day. I never seen him after it, but I'm hoping he passed. Third time lucky, right? Third time lucky. So what we'll do is, like I said, you've got to be, if you are going to answer, do your best to kind of put it in as quick as you can. You could be under a time like the countdown. You know the game Countdown? I should have got the wee jingle. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'll have to make a Talbanoki 30-second clock that I can put on. Although that did cross my mind, but then I thought, well, is 30 seconds long enough? Is it too short? Is it too long? And then I thought, I'm just going to have to decide off the cuff when when we move on. Look, I'm the quiz master, right? I make the decisions here. It's my show. It's my ball. I'll take it home if I want to. So you don't have to really write it down, because I'll try and keep note if anybody gets it right. And hopefully we're not going to have any audio, Wi-Fi shenanigans. Who else did I see? Dawn's in the hood. Fantastic. Good to see you, Dawn, and thank you for the continued support. Much appreciated. Let me just check. Yeah, we're good. We're going. So what we'll do is we'll kind of get down to. I should maybe get a foghorn to signal the start. Hopefully no one's wearing headphones, right? Or just get my son to come up and scream. Oh Jesus! Oh man! It's like pain in the brain if he sees a big spider or a daddy long legs. Ah! It's like, what is it? What is it? It's like you think something serious has happened. Like, what is it? What is it? Rushing down the stair. And then it's like, oh, a spider. Honestly, come on. I don't know what it is. He must get it from his mum. Because me, at his age, anytime I seen a spider, a daddy long legs, even if it was a wasp or a bee, I was catching it and like put it in a jar and like terrorize it. I know, right? True colours shining through, and I would put it in a jar. I don't do that today. I stopped doing that a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I was always keen for trying to catch them, like being a hunter, basically. I catch the wasp in the jar and have this thought of putting it in someone's letterbox. Hello, there you go. Happy Christmas. But with him, he just screams and shuts the door and runs away. But when I spoke to my wife, she reckons she was the same at his age. My daughter, she doesn't really bother. She's just like, well, what the heck? It's daddy long legs. Who cares? But my son Billy is like, wow, proper freaked out by them. And I mean, they can't even hurt you. They can't sting you or nothing. But he's like, ah! And they're pure running around, knocking everything down. And it's like, mate, he can't even hurt you. You must have like a weird nightmare about them. I don't know what it is, but hey, you'll grow out of it eventually, I'd imagine, right? So let me see. Am I going to be able to read this? So the first, it's kind of question one, but it's like I think there's 2 or 3 questions in one. Right, so we're complicating it already. we're already confused. Wait, what was the fucking question 1, 3 and 1? Okay. Hey, it's my first day, right? It's my first day as the quiz master. Man, I remember one time when I had not long left school, and the job centre were talking about a job, and it was in a bingo hall, and it was calling out the bingo numbers. And I thought, nah, do you know what? I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. I don't know. Maybe I should have gave it a try. Who knows? I might have still been there. 22. All the twos, 22, and that sort of malarkey. Yeah. Who knows? Hey, it could have been entertaining, right? What I do know is at the bingo, it's a cheap drink. So basically, it would have been me giving people abuse on the mic, getting blutered every night at 16 in the bingo, where there's about 3 grannies and one sort of deadbeat mum, maybe, or let's be fair, deadbeat dad, right? Trying to win the ticket out. So yeah, I always remember that, because I thought, wait a minute, I'm not fucking applying for that. Really? But yeah, maybe I should have. Maybe it would have been fun. So, can you guess the movie from these famous quotes? So there's about 2 or 3. I can't remember exactly, right? So be ready. And look, don't be trying to guess stuff already. There's no quote yet. Oh, look, if you try and put any answers before it comes up, I'm going to put you on minus, right? So, B Angel, Dawn, and Norman, you're all starting on -1. And look, I'll make the rules. I'll make the rules, right? I'm assuming, did we get a... Oh, you look as well, you're on a -1. So, it's a great start. It's a great start, right? No points to anybody but minus for about 6 people. Is there... I think we're okay for audio. I've not got headphones in, but I don't think I need them, to be honest. I wasn't guessing anything. Look, and if you're trying to be smart, that's right, be Angel, -2. Honestly, you're starting on -2. I'll do the jokes, right? Yeah, and no guessing. Don't jump the gun and ruin it. You'll ruin it for everyone. You're holding the class back now. Terrible. So you might be starting on minus. Now I'm only joking. Everyone starts on the same page, right? So you don't have to worry. You're still potentially going to get 2 weeks in Guantanamo Bay, or the mystery prize, which is a one-way ticket to Rwanda. Ah, beautiful Rwanda. The place no one wants to go. The place no one wants to stay. Yeah, I'm going to get a job for Rwanda Tourist Board now. What? That's them on the phone. They're going to offer me a job, right? So, we're all good. Cheers, Justine. And Carol, I'm going to take your word for it. Yous can now start on +2 for your cooperation. +3 for Justine. Okay. So we're going to get down to it, and we'll just kind of let it flow, right? And if you want to take part, put your answer in. Don't mess about. Just put it in, right? William, can I ask you for your email? Well, you just did. So I guess, yeah, sure. I mean, no, right? You can't. Of course, yeah, you can. I'll put it in. I've got a new one now, which I should have just made it this before. So that's life, but not as we know it. Which I still sometimes write wrong, believe it or not. It's like, what the heck? Someone said on Twitter, is that Welsh or African? And it's like, well, no, actually, it's not fucking anything. That's life, but not as we know it at gmail.com. And it should be, if you go on to the About section, you should get it there. So it's quite easy, talbotnocky@gmail.com. What's a Talbanoki? Look, never mind. We've not got time for that. But what does it mean? People have said that. The amount of times I've heard that. What does it... Can I ask you? What does that Talbanoki mean? Getting fed up on it now. If I had £1 for any time, every time even, someone said that. Look, it means whatever you want it to mean, right? Whatever your brain tells you it means that. But when I kind of point it out, it's like, well, it's short for that's life, but not as we know. Oh, right, I get it now. I should have seen that, really. But there you go. And we're not changing it. It's never going to change. It's going to be here forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And I did have one guy saying, look, it's too long. And it's like, well, sue me, shoot me. What are you gonna do? I can't exactly change it, can I? And I do kind of get it because people are used to, well, BBC and CNN and ABC, a free letter, and that's it. And it's like, well, we're not the BBC, and we're not CNN, thank God, right? So it is what it is. Now, so can you guess the movie from these famous quotes? And this one, I thought, it was quite tough, actually. I mean, it was easy to pick easy ones, but hard ones, when I picked them, I thought, well, to be honest, I probably wouldn't even get that. So I tried to make it quite easy in the way that more people would take part, or could take part, rather than, fuck, I don't know any of these. I'm out of here, right? So, and now we've come to the end of the quiz, and thank you for coming. Good night. Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap, folks. We're done. We're done. Everybody guessed too early. So, right, and for that, I think Woodlander, let me just write that down, -2 for the cheek, right? As wise as you are, you have to start on -2 now. Norman, but yeah, good to see a dog named Boo as well. I hope you're doing good. Unless YouTube wants to put you in the naughty, I might put you in the naughty step as well. A lot of you are cruising tonight, beginning on minus, and I might have to put you in the pen. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, dog named Boo. You can hit me up on email. You can always catch me just by putting a comment anytime, but if it's information, it's only between me and you, secret information, then send it via electronic mail, okay? Is that even what email stands for? Anybody? There's your first question. I'm assuming it does mean that. Does anybody know when the first email got sent? Well, it was about movies. We'll get there. We'll get there. I don't know how long we're going to run for tonight. I reckon we could be 2 hours. Fuck, we're almost an hour already. Okay, make that free. I better put my cell on minus now. Right, William Talbanoki, -2. There we go. So now we're gonna get down to it, and you're not gonna have too long because it's my quiz and I'm making the rules, right? And that's the way it is. So again, can you guess the movie from these famous quotes? I'll be back. Did you like that impression there? Did anybody like it? Probably not, right? So you don't get long, and you can't just, when we move on to a new question, you can't answer a previous question. It won't be counted, right? So don't bother, basically. When we move on to the next one, your time is up, right? So that is that. So you've been warned. So the next one, there's no place like home. Huh. Let me just write this down. You might get longer with this one. Let me see. There's no place like home. Right, there we go. Never mind, sorry, got it right. You're -10 now, Woody. Honestly, and it carries on to the next ones as well. So it's going to carry on. Let me just double check. Mary Poppins. I can confirm it's not Mary Poppins, right? We will do the answers at the end, though. So I think... let me see... There we go. So we're going to move on. Right. The bell has rung. You can't handle the truth. Anybody want to take a pop at that? Let me see. So I'm trying to keep mark of the score. Oh, man. We'll see how well that goes, right? I do know the answers. But I'm not telling you until the end, right? So get used to it. Right, we're going to move on. Man of Truth. No, I don't think I can accept that. The next one is question 2. So that's what I meant by multiple in one, right? We just had that. So you know what I'm talking about now. What's he on about? So finish the movie title. Can you finish these movie titles? Let's see. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the blank. The Curse of the Witch. The Curse of the Female. The Curse of the Being Scottish. The Curse of the... did I know this? I think I did, but I was unsure. The Curse of the Rum. It's not that. I'm unsure. I mean, it is quite a popular film, but I don't think I would have got it myself. Not the full answer, anyway. The Curse of the Being Scottish. The Curse of the Skulls. I'm afraid not. The Curse of Sadie. It's not that. It's not the Curse of the Sadie. I'm afraid not. -1 for Justine. It's not Skulls. I don't know why. Caribbean? No, it's not the Curse of the Caribbean. I probably should give you -1 for that answer, to be honest. That's a -1. Let me just cross your last point out if you got one. So I don't think anybody's going to get it. We're going to move on from that one. So, yeah, I don't think anybody got it. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Blank. Now this one, I did feel was probably easy. It's not the Buckfast. And if you're starting late like Nick, you might have to start on -3 points for being late. But yeah, Nick did get it right. So I've got faith in humanity again. But good to see you, Nick. I hope you're doing well. Let me see. Right. And Sadie was late as well. She should be minus. Let me see. Okay, so we're going to move on from that one. Some people might have got it. Some people maybe not. You might get a bonus point for a funny answer if it makes me laugh. If it makes me laugh, you might get a point. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's blank. Not a big fan of the Harry Snotter myself. I've never been into it at all. I think me and my youngest son tried to watch one, and he ended up switching it off halfway through. So it seems like a unanimous one, that one. Across the board, almost. Wand, Sorcerer's Wand. That would be a good name for it, to be fair. But it's not that. It is not that. Let me see. Okay. It's not the wand. It's witchcraft. Yeah, I think you could be right there. But they can't even make it good or interesting. It was like boring, man, and like dark and dingy and just shite. I mean, it's like you can't even make it interesting. I don't know. The last time I tried to watch it with my son Billy, I kept thinking, who's this aimed at, an adult or a kid? I couldn't tell. It was like somewhere in between, but I didn't like it. It didn't float my boat, right? Yeah, good to see you, Nick. I hope you're doing well. Bermuda Triangle. Nah, no. I don't think it's that. Ulick, -1 for terrible answer. Where's Ulick? -1. So now we move on to the third part. Who played this character? And I thought this was quite easy. So expecting 100%, right? So do you know which actor played these iconic movie characters? So you have to tell me who played this character. You have to give me their full name now. Not half a name. Not that guy, what's his name? That won't cut it. That'll get you a minus. A minus point, right? So, let's see. There's a couple in this. Who played Forrest Gump? Classic movie. I'm sure many people have seen it. Probably everybody's seen it, to be honest. And he's a well-known actor. Is he a good actor? That's debatable, to be honest. Let me see. He's a not bad actor, to be honest. I don't know if I'd say he was great. Let me see. So we're running out of time. So we've got a couple of people kind of neck and neck so far. It's not Tom Cruise. It's not. That's -1, definitely. Look, if he's in Hollywood, then yeah, you would be probably not far off the mark, to be honest. Norman. He played a captain twice. Did he? I'll take your word for it, Don, right? Forrest Gump, I kind of liked it as a film, but it felt like it went on for fucking ever, man. I can remember thinking, Jesus, is it still going? Is it still going, man? Who played the Joker in The Dark Knight? I thought that one might have been a wee bit harder than Ronald Reagan. Is that for the Forrest Gump? Right, where's Ulick? -1, Ulick. I think Ulick's on like -5 now. Oh, man. Let me see. Never saw it, Wendy. Yeah, it's quite a good film. It's quite good. Let me see. So you're running short of time now. Dun, 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 dun. Ronald Reagan. It wasn't Reagan. I can only accept your first answer, I'm afraid, Norman, which was wrong. You might get half a point for that. We'll give you a half a point. Are we doing half a points? Fuck it, I'll give you the full point. But from now on, look, I can only accept your first answer. So be sure. Right? Don't be throwing multiple names just guessing. Or you'll be getting put on the naughty step. Who played Tony Stark, Iron Man, in the MCU? Now that one's a wee bit harder. I don't know if many people will get that one. But if I did tell you, you'd probably think, oh yeah, fuck, so it was. I remember now. I remember now. So we have got a leader so far. But it is very close. Between 3-4 people. So who played Tony Stark, Iron Man? Is that the guy that does the ironing? Let me see. Hulk Hogan. It's not Hogan. Although he is definitely an actor. But I should have said this as well. We're going to move on to the next one now. But Sadie and Norman did get it. But you need to put the full name. We're professional here. Right? You can't just say that guy Junior or put just one letter of the. You need the full name, right? Or you'll be getting minus. You'll all be getting minus. So I'm gonna give that one. Let me see. To pretty much everybody that got it. So we'll jump on to the next. I think there's maybe one more here. No, there's not. We're on to number 4. So don't bother trying to answer question 1 now. Or 2, right? And ruin the chat for me trying to keep an eye. Let me see. Yeah, Heath Ledger was correct, but that was like 3 questions ago, Nick. Right, where's Nick? Putting him on minus. Minus. Right? We need to do it by the book. You're all on minus. So in this category, are we calling it a category? I don't know. Let's go with that. Name that movie based on the plot. I don't think there's many in this one. So can you identify the movie from its plot summary? It sounds difficult, but it's not. Trust me. I've made it easy, right? It's a quiz for people like me, right? So some of them might not have got, but I reckon a good 96% I would have got. To save her parents, who have been turned into pigs, right? Some people might not. So, where did I put that one again? Let me see. Yeah, it was quite a tough one, that. It's not Babe. It's not iRobot. Good answer, though. You might get half a point for that, Don. Yeah, I'm going to give you a full point for a quirky answer. But yeah, I thought this typical. I think we're okay. The Wi-Fi dropped for a wee bit. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Nope, not quite. What you should have said was Goldilocks and the Three Pigs, right? Goldilocks and the Three Pigs. So I'll give a wee bit more time. But I don't think anybody knows it. So we've got one that nobody knows. It's a mystery. You will find out. Probably not a popular film, to be fair. But at least someone got a point anyway, right? Someone got a point. Two men escape from a high security prison and try to survive as fugitives. That one, yeah, I thought was quite easy, to be honest. Peppa. It's not Peppa. Is there a movie of Peppa the Pig? Probably there is. Greta the Pig. Your chat is slow. Well, you've only answered one. Let me see. You've only answered one so far, Nick. So maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. You're way behind. In fact, you're still on minus, right? In fact, that's another minus for the cheek. Right? So, no, I'm only joking. But you're not doing too great. Let me see. Is it that? The Great Escape. There we go. There we go. It's not The Great Escape. Yeah, maybe you're behind, Nick. You might need to refresh. Just excuse my abuse, right? Yeah, how rude. It could be just the stream. The Great Escape. That was a good film. It's not the answer though. So we'll move on to the next. Number 5 now. So identify the movie from the scene, which is one that I quite like doing. Doing my own wee quiz at home. Right, cool. Can you name the movie from these iconic scenes? And the first ones I done with this, I thought, nah, they're too hard. I don't think many people would get it. So I made them a wee bit easier. Although in saying that, again, hey, it's only easy if you know the answer, right? Prison Break. No, it's not Prison Break. It's all Prison Break. It's all movie, so it's not a series, right? Although I nearly did put a series question in. So the shower scene with dramatic music. So it's a famous movie, a real famous one. And the scene is the shower. The shower's on. The curtain is shut. The dramatic music is playing in the background. And I mean, in my mind, probably because I already know the answer, I thought it was quite easy, but to some people it might not be, I suppose. It's only easy if you know it, like I said. There we go, let me see. Jack Nicholson's Son. Is that a film? Right, you're on -1 again now. We're putting you with Debbie Does Dallas. That's another half a point for Norman. There we go. So a few people got it right. That's the end of that one. So don't bother putting it in. You're too late, and don't blame the chat, right? Right, we'll take Boo as the last one. There we go. see. We'll move on. I can't multitask. Shock horror. A giant boulder chasing an archaeologist. Now. A giant boulder. Now we need the full name of the movie. Don't be half a fucking name BS. Full name. Not the actor. The movie. A giant boulder rolling down the hill. Right? And I need the full name, otherwise you don't get it. You might get half a point. But that would be it. So, full name of the movie. And we're about to move on. Romancing the Stone. Is that a film? I'll take your word for it, Justine. I might need to check it out. So we'll jump on from that. We'll let a dog named Boo in there. There we go. The Philosopher's Stone. No. And no points for that, Don, I'm afraid. Can't give you it. It's not the correct one. And you can't just keep guessing either, right? You can't just keep throwing anything out there. We're we're moving on from that one. Someone did get it correct. That's all I'm gonna say. A spaceship passing in front of the moon with a bike in the foreground. Is that NASA? Hey, let's not get started, right? Let's not get started on NASA. To be honest, I thought that was quite an easy peasy one. I thought, well, everybody's going to get that. It's Apollo 11. I mean, Apollo 13, right? It's Apollo 13. Look, there's Jim Lovell on his bike. Oh, man. Let me see. Spaceballs. I think that's actually a film, but it's not that. Do you know what I watched, funnily enough, the other day again? The movie Paul with the alien. It's quite funny, is it? They mentioned Spaceballs and that. Let me see. So I can't give you Spaceballs, I'm afraid. Did I already give you hey, I better not give too much away. Takeshi Castle. NASA took a bike to the moon. Yeah, they used it when they were playing golf, right? Yeah. I would have gave you a point for that, Wendy, but you already got one anyway. So that might give you a clue as to what the answer was. Not a tough one, that, I don't think, to be fair. A slow motion rooftop gunfight in a trench coat. Sure, this is a movie. It's definitely a movie. Is it a blue movie? It's not a blue movie, right? It's not a blue one. It's a popular one, though. That is for sure. And it does get mentioned maybe twice or 3 times in this particular questionnaire. Quiz? Are we going to call it a quiz? Could we call it a quiz? So I reckon pretty much everybody's got that, to be fair. I managed to get that myself, so I was quite impressed. I was quite impressed, right? It looks like Simon is going to be the loser tonight. Because he dropped out early. He can get the wooden spoon. Let me see. Sadie. So yeah, we're kind of neck and neck. Some people, there could be a tie break. It could be a tie break. Oh, the pressure or the tension. So we'll move on from, let me see, that one for the time being. La Matrix, which is French for the Matrix. I think it's quite unanimous on what the movie is. But you'll have to, hey, the answers are at the end, right? So, slow motion rooftop gunfight in a trench coat. Yeah, it sounds like someone's weird fantasy. Or a weird nightmare, whichever way you want to look at it. So, number 6. There's kind of multiple in this, and then I think we're on to singular. Although I think some of them are, maybe all of them, are multiple choice. I prefer multiple choice, so I went with what suits me, what I find easier. Which year was it released? And I quite like these guessing the year of when a movie was released, because I'm a sad individual. And usually I get it wrong. Me and my wife do it quite a lot. Jurassic Park. Me and my wife do it. Well, we guess the year of stuff, at least. And yeah, usually I'm wrong. Usually I get it wrong, and she gets it right. But a lot of the time when I guess a year, and I'm like, bloody hell, was it that early? I always think it was later than what it was. So we'll see how we get on here. So Jurassic Park. Anybody want to take a crack? A couple being mentioned. Oh, actually. And I can't leave it too long because you might Google it. Put your phones away! You have to delete your Google app for the time being, right? 2005. Jesus, you're as bad as me, Sadie. You're as bad as me, right? I think it was about 2005. Yeah, well, you'll have to wait and see what the answer is, right? I'm not going to give it away just yet. So that's that one, Jurassic Park. The Matrix. Ta-da. Surely, a lot of you seem to know it without giving any answers away previous questions. But what year did it come out? That's the question. This is cruel. You just want us to feel old. I know, right? Hey, I know that feeling. I do. I certainly do, especially when you think about the year a movie came out, and it's like, oh no, don't say that. You can't be. Let me see. Right, so that's your time up. It's not 1997, I'm afraid. And it's not 2005. I don't know where you're getting that from. But you might get... I'm going to give you a point for trying at least, right, Sadie? Who's racking up quite a few points now. So you're doing well. 1994, nah, way too early. Way too early, that, I'm afraid. But I'm not giving too much away. You're just going to have to play it out, right? You're going to have to suffer it. So we move on to Pulp Fiction, which I was actually going to be playing in the background tonight, but I never managed to work it. But Pulp Fiction could be a movie we do a quiz that's kind of focused on one film. I think The Matrix would be a good one. I think They Live would be a good one, because they're movies that I like. Look, it's my quiz, right? But if anybody's got any other ideas, they can let me know. So Pulp Fiction, anybody want to take a crack at it? 1998. I'm afraid not, Sadie. I'm afraid not. So that's a old. Yeah, kind of want to give you a point for that. You might get one anyway. John Revolting. Yeah. Yep. Remember, you can't be looking it up, right? I know how quick you can ask Alexa stuff. Alexa, when was Pulp Fiction came out? Boom. Done. So I should shut it down. I should shut it down instantly. But hey, I know how many people are wanting that 2 months in Guantanamo or the one-way ticket to Rwanda. Maybe we can get a t-shirt to the winner with I'm with the brainy one with an arrow pointing to someone else. Star Wars, A New Hope. Now that one was a bit harder than your average one. I thought I can't see many people getting that. I doubt there's many Star Wars fanatics in the hood. Yeah, who has Alexa, right? Well, unfortunately for me, my son has an Alexa, and what's the other one? Google Nest. And it's like, although he doesn't really use them now, I think the novelty's kind of worn off, and it's like they just get put in his toy drawer, basically. So they're a relic of the past now. He's moved on from that, thankfully. So I think my wife used to use it for music, but you've got to kind of sign up to something through Amazon. It won't, and you can play any music. But if you're not signed up, it'll just give you music that you don't want, basically. Technology, right? So we'll move on from that one. Not got a clue. 1999. That's not correct, I'm afraid. But yeah, someone did get it right, actually. So fair play. So number 7, the magical number 7, right? In which film does Leonardo DiCaprio portray a historical con artist named Abigail Jr.? We'll go with Abigail. I have seen this film, but it was a while ago. So it's multiple choice. A, Catch Me If You Can. B, The Great Gatsby. C, The Wolf of Wall Street. Or D, Shutter Island. I think I've seen all of them. Maybe not B, The Great Gatsby. What the hell is that? Anybody? I think I've seen Shutter Island, Wolf Street, Catch Me If You Can, which wasn't too bad. Shutter Island was quite good, I thought. So let me see. Time is running out. There we go. Cool. And that is time. So that was number 7. Multiple choice, right? Making it easy. Which film features a dance scene to the song, quote, "You Never Can Tell," close quote, by Chuck Berry? A, Saturday Night Fever. B, Pulp Fiction. C, Grease Lightning. Or D, Foot Loose. And shamefully, I've seen all them. Shamefully, right? Shamefully. Some of them I've not seen in about maybe over 20 years, thankfully. But let me see. So quite a few people at least attempting to get it right, which is good. You know, I did think, do I just give it to a point to the first person to get it right? And then I thought, to give people more of a chance, I'll give it to whoever gets it right. If that makes any sense. Probably not. Like, it's my first day, right? So we'll move on to number 9. What is the highest grossing film of all time, not adjusted for inflation, out of the following 4 movies? A. Avatar, B. Titanic, C. Avengers Endgame, or D. Star Wars The Force Awakens? That one's a wee bit harder. I thought, that'll be tough, right? That'll be a tough one. Because I don't think I would have got it correct. I know what I would have went for, but I would have got it wrong. So, let's see. Titanic, honestly. A bit of water and a few idiots, actors. It's not Titanic. So, giving you a clue. It's not Titanic. The Unsinkable Ship. Yeah, sure. Hold my beer. That's Rockefeller. Right, hold my beer. Unsinkable Ship. We'll see. So, let me see. That'll be time on that one. And I think not many people got it, to be fair. But yeah, it's one of these ones where I think I would have thought Avatar, but Avatar is not the correct answer. So there you go, right? And we come to number 10. Which movie is set on the fictional African nation of Wakanda? Sounds like Talbanoki. Is that Talbanoki? It's the sister island of Talbanoki. A. Avatar, B. Black Panther, C. The Lion King, D. District 9. And this one, I've not seen all of them. In fact, I've seen 3 of them. The original Lion King, at least. And I remember going to see that in the cinema when it came out. What year did that come out? That must have been about 1995 at least. And I went to see it with my big brother. And it was that good, we went to see it twice, shamefully. But honestly, and I might have mentioned this before, the first time I went to see it, I had to hold back the tears. Honest to God. Honestly, I was just a young lad. And I thought, bloody hell, I was almost crying. And I'm thinking, don't cry. My brother, my big brother, right beside me, he's going to beat me up if I start crying in the cinema over a fucking animated movie. But yeah, I don't know, it caught me off guard. Do you know his dad dying and stuff like that? It just completely caught me off guard. So, look, don't tell anyone that. I'm still a man, right? I'm still a man. To be fair, I was a young boy. Just a young kid. So I think we're going to call time on that one. And by the looks of it, nobody got that right. Shocking! Minus for everyone, right? You went to see it 6 times. Wow. I think in total I've probably seen it maybe about that as well, watching it with my kids. But yeah, it's weird how Disney, they like kill off mums and dads in the movie, and you totally as a kid don't expect it. You go in thinking, oh, it's going to be great, lions, yay, they're talking lions. And then it's like dark and murder and backstabbing. It's like, what the heck? I just came here for the popcorn. So, but yeah, we did enjoy it. We went back to see it a second time in the cinema. So, I don't think anybody got that. You're bloody look. I was a young kid, right? Don't hold it against me. Look, I wouldn't cry watching it today. So, trust me, believe me on that. Please believe me. It's been a while. I think they made a new one, right? A remake. I noticed as well there's a Happy Gilmore 2 coming out. We'll give someone a point for it anyway. But it still puts you behind. We kinda... Do we have a winner? I think we do actually. But there is a bonus question as well, if I've worked it correctly. Let's see. Let me see. So, in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, not Lord of the Rings. In the Lord of the Rings trilogy, whatever that is, what is the name of the ancient giant spider that attacks Frodo in The Return of the King? The fuck? Who the heck? A giant spider that attacks Frodo in The Return of the King. A. Aragog. B. Shelob. C. Ungoliant. The heck? D. Shia Hulud. Hulud? Oh my god. Who's making up these questions? Oh fuck, it was me. It was me! Shock horror, right? That one, to be honest, I would never have got that. I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings. So I thought, because it was a tough kind of... I wanted the bonus question to be tough. That's what I went for. And I think, yeah, to be honest, I don't know. Maybe some people will know. There we go. I should have probably left out the bonus question. Fucking hell. Because we've ended up with... let me see. Aragog, Wendy was guessing. But you're wrong, Wendy. Which means... we do indeed have a tie break. Now, I'm not going to say who between, but that means we need to do another question to see if anybody gets it right. And I think this it could be the first person to get it right. Typical, I should have had a tiebreaker. I knew it was going to be a tie. We need to have a winner though, right? Could we have two winners? I'll tell you what. Seeing as it's the first time, I'm going to accept two winners. So, you're both going to get a one-way ticket to Rwanda. Rwanda! The land of the dreams. Justine, Norman and Wendy. Actually, Justine, it was you and Norman who have won. Hooray! Celebrate good times. You are indeed the winners. So we've got Wendy, who was one below. She was one short of the winning number, which was achieved by Norman and Justine. So you can set sail now as the happy couple going to Rwanda, or if you like, Guantanamo Bay. Just share this post on Twitter, and you'll get picked up by the British police. I shouldn't laugh, but definitely, I'm gonna send something to Justine and to Norman, and that will be sent on Monday, I think. Right. So, what I'll do is I'll contact you two, who I'm already in contact with anyway. So, that's great. We've got 2 people. Just my luck, right? So yeah, it was quite close. Justine, Norman, pretty much answered nearly everyone correctly. And I think you both finished on, let me see, 5, 10. You both finished on 12 points each. And then Wendy on 11. And then Dawn came in with 9. And Carl came in on 8. A dog named Boo came in on 5. And in fact, Sadie as well came in on 10, 11. So Sadie was 1 short as well. So you were that close, Sadie. And Wendy. Very close. So, yeah. That was quite good. Hoax got 4. Nick got -1. Simon got -1. Actually, I think Simon got 1. And Nick got 1 as well. So, nobody got 0, which is good. I don't think, let me see. No, nobody got 0. Apart from me. Oh shit! As I threw my phone away. There goes the phone. It's all good. So yeah, I think that was quite good. What I reckon I should do. I mean, I don't know if I should keep it a kind of mixed bag of questions, a kind of general knowledge of questions, or focus on a specific movie. What do people think? Maybe I'll do a poll about it. I've got a poll as well that I done. I think I've got the full score. Although I don't know, I thought it ended, but it seems to be going on forever. So it's a poll for Infinity, and I think it's had like 104 votes. And I have got a screenshot of it, but it's pretty much finished, even though it's going to be there forever by the looks of it. What do you reckon? That was a good mix, keeps it interesting. Yeah, it kind of does it? I think maybe focused on one specific movie. Yeah, that could be a bit boring, maybe. So maybe we could pick, say, 3 or 4 different movies and then have sort of 3 or 4 questions on each movie. And then a kind of mixed bag. Although I don't want to overcomplicate it for myself. Which wouldn't be hard, to be honest. So I think we'll kind of stick with what we've got for the time being. Yeah, it's a bit different. Gets the mind going, right? That was the kind of hope. At least it definitely got my mind going. Especially trying to tally up all the correct answers. Which was... Yeah, I think I done alright, to be honest. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. Well done. You got there in the end. So yeah, it certainly keeps me on my toes. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll do the same again. Not the same questions again, but a kind of similar scenario. And I might break it up with a couple of questions that are focused on a clip from a movie. So I can play the odd clip and we can be down with it, right? So I reckon it'll be the every final Thursday of the month. So the end of next month, the last Thursday of the month, we'll do it. We'll get down to it, and you can bring your movie brain. Oh, Joni as well in the hood. Oh, did Ulick get any right? Let me see. I've not even got Ulick written down. I think he started on -2. I don't think Ulick got any, so he's been demoted from the team. I don't think Ulick got any, to be honest. I don't think he was playing. To be fair, neither did you, Johnny. You get, in fact, you get minus for the next time because yeah, you didn't participate, so you get put on -3, right? Of course, next time it'll be a clean slate for everyone. So we'll quickly go over the answers, and yeah, I think we'll do similar next time. And I thought it would be a wee bit different, and not so run of the mill, typical Talbanocky, seen it before bullshit. What's my phone doing now? Let me see. Who dropped it? God's sake. Honestly. So we'll go over the answers. Good to see you, Joni. I hope you're doing well. Remember to look out for any 9/11 magazines and Rockefeller magazines for me, right? I'll buy them off you. Joni's got a good wee thing going. If she's still listening, she could put her link in. Excuse me. My coffee's coming back. I'm pretty sure Joni's got a spanner in the works. Where did the comment go? I can't find it now. I can't find it. I can't find it anymore. Did YouTube remove it? I can't see why. Oh, there it goes. Oh, she's not. Well, we can arrange that, right? So you might be starting on minus, but it is indeed like Christmas has come early. Voila! Because you're going to get the unwanted wrench, right? I think, is there anybody else that quickly wants one while we're still here? Where is the comment now? Don's got one. I'm gonna award. I mean, you don't have to get one if you don't want one. To be honest, I can see it. She needs spannering. She needs spannering. Is that what you call it in Australia? Spannering. Needs a good spannering. Hey, it's late. Not put on timeout. Yeah, fuck it, timeout. Not hide. How do I make a moderator? I know what to do. I can't. I have to go onto my own, the actual channel. So Wendy is needing a spannering, and Joni is needing a good spannering, right? So yeah, you'll definitely get one. You'll definitely get one here at the realness. Right, so let me see if I go to the stream, movie quiz, and we did have some people on X as well. So if you want to be involved, you need to come over to YouTube, right? And maybe you can be the next winner. Oh, a dog named Boo as well. I thought you had one. You're going to get a good spanner in tonight. It sounds terrible, right? It sounds terrible. Don't worry, it's a good thing. Moderator. I thought I removed a message there. Did I? I might have removed one by accident. Don't forget about me. We won't forget about you, a dog named Boo. I think you might have one now. Wendy. Ada's a moderator. You should now be in control. I think Sadie for doing so well. There we go. And where did I see Joni? Ah, there she goes. She's getting alright, good spannering. A proper standard spannering tonight, right? And I think, yeah, I think that's anybody and everybody who wanted one. I don't think I removed a comment there, did I? Hey, you know me. I can't do anything right. I can't do anything right. One of these days, right? One of these days we'll get it right. Who else? Let me see. Ada's moderator. There we go. So, yeah. We won't do this all of the time. So, tonight is a special night. It's a special night tonight. Hey, why not, right? End of the month, party, end of term feel to it. What are we, the 29th? How many days in August? 31. 30 days, half September, April, June and November. All the rest have 31. Does anybody else still say that? Is it just me who still uses a nursery rhyme to remember how many days are in the month? Yeah, 31 days, they tend to seem like a long month, but this month it's felt a bit quicker. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So now you've got now you've got a spanner. You've had a good spannering. You can put links into different stuff. Nothing dodgy now, right? Nothing blue. I know the spanners are blue, but it ends there. So if Joni is still about, if you're listening, Joni, you can put a link into your latest venture, which is pretty cool, and people can check it out. If you want to put your channel or a link to the site as well. Don't worry, it's not a blue site, right? There's nothing to worry about. So congratulations, Justine and Norman, and of course Wendy done really good, Sadie done really well, and Dawn as well, not too bad. Carol as well, done quite good. Dog named Boo, not so good. Simon, Nick, Hoax, but to be fair, came in quite late. So next time, be in early, and you might have a better chance, right? You'll have a better chance then. So yeah, I'll be in touch with Norman and Justine. Fantastic. Two favourite people. Honestly, it's not a fix, right? I've not fixed it. It's a fix. Get them off. Link. Before we go to the answers. Where is... How can I get it? You're gonna have to bear with me. Go to... Why is it taking forever, man? Anytime I want it to be quick, it's not. Screen sharing. Let me see. View channel. Am I on the right bloody page? Story of my life. Post. Right, 2 seconds. Honestly. One of these days. So there it goes there. Link, copy link address. And this, I mean, I'll probably share it again on the main channel tomorrow for the Friday fix, but on Saturday, that's the link to the 9/11 stream, which you must be there, and I will be looking for everyone, right? And I've got a list here of people I'll be expecting to see, and if I don't see you, you'll be starting on minus the next time, so you'll have no chance of winning anything, right? And there was only one prize, but because we had a draw, and it's the first time, and hey, it would be typical, right? So we've got 2 winners, which is great. So what we'll do, did I put the link? There it goes. So we'll go over quickly, as quick as I can, the answers, and they should be in order. If I've managed to do this correctly, they should, now I'm saying that, I mean, it's debatable, but they should be in order of the questions that I asked even, right? We got there in the end. So, of course, we had the quote, the question of, can you guess what movie the quote is from? And I mean, quite a legendary quote from The Terminator. I'll be back. That's my Terminator voice. Right, it's fine, I'm going. I'm leaving now. I'm out of here. I actually watched, I'll probably share it on this channel, the making of, I think it might have been Terminator 2. So look out for it. There's no place like home. And I messed this one up, but I managed to write in Oz at the end with my fantastic finger writing. Oh, man. So, the Wizard of... What the heck is that? And a weird signature? It's an O and a Z, right? Look. Walk a mile in my shoes. You can't handle the truth. Who, me? A Few Good Men. I had mentioned a film the other day and I was saying it wrong. I think I called it The Fallen Man. Or The Fallen Guy, The Fallen Man. But it's actually called Fallen Down. How did I get... I don't even know how I got that wrong. But it's a good film called Fallen Down. I'm sure it's Michael Douglas that's in it. And I've actually got it purchased. And I reckon I'll watch it again tonight. It's been a while. Probably came out in the mid-90s. Early 90s, maybe. So you can handle the truth. Which would be A Few Good Men. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Blank. The answer was Black Pearl. And some of you did get that. Some of you didn't. So, and it's, is it quite a popular film? Maybe not. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Blank. When the answer was in the question. So everyone should have got that. I kind of think maybe if people don't get it, I'll give a clue. I'll put a clue out if it's in the time frame that I seem to just make up in my head. So the answer was Ring. The Ring. Harry Potter and the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stoned. Stone, I mean, right? Stoned would sound better, possibly. So, yeah, I think some people got that. Who played Forrest Gump in Forrest Gump? The answer, of course, Tom Hanks, of course, right? Who famously played Jim Lovell in Apollo 13. Say no more. Say no more. Who played the Joker in The Dark Knight? Heath Ledger played the Joker. Of course he did. Of course. I think a few people got that. Who played Tony Stark, Iron Man, in the MCU, which stands for... Don't ask me. Robert Downey Jr., of course. Now, someone did put Robert D. Jr. Next time, you need the full name. No messing about. Right? Just get it. Do it professionally, says me. 2 men escaped from a high security prison and tried to survive as fugitives. It was, of course, The Shawshank Redemption. Which is... Yeah, it's a good film. I liked it. It's a bit... would emotional be the right word? I don't know, it's heavy. It's a heavy movie to watch. Albeit quite a good film still. Now this one, no one got it. A young girl ventures into a magical world to save her parents who have been turned into piggies. And the answer was Spirited Away. Oh, that one. Wait, what? Has anybody even seen it? Because I've not seen it, to be fair. And it was one where I thought, I don't know if anybody does get it, it'll be like one person. If anybody's even playing. But Spirited Away, I don't think it rings a bell to me. Let me quickly check. Spirited Away. Not. Let me see. It looks a bit like an anime film. So no wonder nobody got it. Although anime is quite popular now, right? Don't ask me how. But it's quite a popular thing. This sort of Japanesey fucking... Japanesey, cartoony, fantasy, Pokemon-y movies. So yeah, Spirited Away came out in 2001. Wow. Did anything else happen that year? Nothing happened that year. Totally. Totally nothing happened. Yeah, to be honest, it looks weird, man. It looks a bit weird. There's the character in it looks like something from the Saw movie. Let me see if I can quickly just share the screen a sec. Present. Bloody weird, spooky looking fucking cartoon. Spirited Away. So yeah, look at that. What year did Saw come out? I think Saw just copied Spirited Away. With this weird looking mask. Spirit. You'll be having nightmares with that. And getting turned into pigs as well. Although, to be fair to pigs, they get a bad name. But they're not as stupid as you might think. Pigs. Which might be... It's kind of hard to believe. Kind of hard to believe, but I've worked with pigs in the past. I'm not referring to any human here. Actual pigs. Worked on a pig farm for, I think, about maybe 4 or 5 months at least. And it was quite tough, to be fair. Hard work. There was hundreds and hundreds of pigs. The worst part for me, I couldn't do it forever because you had to take part in vaccinating the pigs, the piglets, so they would be like only a couple of weeks old. And what you'd do basically is you would go around and you all got like a quad and trailers, and that was pretty cool, to be fair. Big quad. And so that was good. But basically, what you done, you kidnapped the piglets from the mother, and that was quite tough as well, in the sense of you had to do it early in the morning when they're fast asleep, and then separate the piglets from their mum, and she's going mental, and you're like holding up these big boards trying to keep her at bay, and so that was quite grim. If you've heard of kidnapping, think that, but pignapping. And it was like rounding them up and just basically throwing them into this big trailer. So they were all like piled on each other. And it was like, nah, I don't like it, man. I just don't like this at all. And then on top of that, you would take them down to a certain sort of contraption where they got vaccinated. Just vaccinating them all with God only knows fucking what. But I remember the guy saying, look, don't get the stuff on your skin. And I thought, what the hell? What the hell is it? What the hell is that stuff, man? They was injecting. One of the solutions was like pure white. Like a milky white. And the other one, I think it was clear. But they got two stabbed right into them. And I just thought, do you know what? This is not for me. I'm too much of a... I mean, I understand certain things have to be done on a farm, but it wasn't for me, man. Rounding up all these pigs, throwing them into a trailer, the conditions weren't great, and then vaccinating them. It was like, nah, man, it's not for me. I enjoyed looking after them, not fucking torturing them. So I knew pretty early on that I wasn't going to be there long, to be honest. And it was quite a well-paid job. But it wasn't for me, not that. That's not my type of thing. So let's jump back. Where did we get to? Did anybody did anybody remember what question we got to there? It should still be on the same one, right? Oh yeah, Spirited Away, of course. How could I forget? How could I forget? The next one, the shower scene with the dramatic music. That wasn't the tune, but you know, copyright. Of course, yeah, Psycho. It was indeed Psycho. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it. A giant boulder chasing an archaeologist. Quite an easy one, that. But it had to be the full answer. Not just, oh, Indiana Jones. I could not accept that. It was a minus for that, right? But true to your good nature, a lot of you did get it. Well, some of you got it. Raiders of the Lost Ark. What Indiana Jones did I like? Was it that one? I think it might have been. How many was there? There's a question. You're getting bonus questions now. I think there might have been 3 or 4. Answers on a postcard, right? A spaceship passing in front of the moon with a bike in the foreground. It was, of course, Apollo 13, right? So well done on that on that one. Of course, it was E.T. Phone Home. A slow motion rooftop gunfight in a trench coat. What the heck? Of course, yeah, The Matrix. Yeah, I think we all got that. What year did the film come out? Jurassic Park, 1993. Was it that long? Jesus. That's one of them ones where you think, fucking hell, was it that long ago? Jesus, I am old. I'm old now. No more, don't guess anymore, right? Hey, you're only as old as you feel, seemingly. So, The Matrix, 1999. And quite a few people got that. What an interesting year, right, for The Matrix to come out. Just before the turn of the millennium. The new millennium. The millennium of deception. Yeah. 1999. And of course, you've got the 666 inverted, basically. Pulp Fiction, 1994. I always thought that was a wee bit later, like 96, 97. Maybe I seen it then, rather than when it came out. So 1994. Quite a good film, to be fair. Star Wars: A New Hope. Answer, 1977. And I think only one person got it right, and it was Norman, because he had turned 32 that year, he said, right? So he never said that. He said he knows the year because it's the year. I think he said it was the year he was born. So we're gonna go with that. Number 7, the Leonardo DiCaprio con artist named Frank Abagnale Jr., and it was indeed Catch Me If You Can. I'm the Abigail Man. Sure, why not? The dance, the song which featured a dance to the song, the movie which featured a dance to the song, You Never Can Tell by Chuck Berry. It was indeed Pulp Fiction, again. They seem to be, the Pulp Fiction and the Matrix popped up quite a bit. The highest grossing movie, this one, I think maybe one or two people did get it. But it was a tough one, that. I think most people thought Avatar, or I think all the answers got mentioned. But it was indeed Avengers Endgame. It wasn't Avatar. It wasn't Titanic. It wasn't Star Wars The Force Awakens. How many Star Wars did they make? I think they're still making them. Have they not got the point? No one likes it. Of course, it's a gigantic franchise. I think Disney own it now. Which movie was set in a fictional African nation of Talbanoki? I mean, Wakanda. Wakanda. So the winners get 2 one-way tickets to Wakanda. It was indeed the Black Panther. Not the Lion King, not District 9, not Avatar. This one, I don't think I would have got it, to be honest. Then the bonus question, which was in relation to the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the giant spider, which my son would totally not like. The answer was B, Shelob. Shelob? What an interesting name. Shelob. I think if I have another child, I'm going to call it Shelob. Hey, why not? It's 2024. Not having any more children, though. So that basically brings us to a close. In the poll which I put out was which iconic movie quote is your favourite? I'll be back. Terminator. You're going to need a bigger boat. The Immigrants. Jaws. I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Which is, of course, They Live. Shock horror. May the Force be with you. Star Wars. And You Can't Handle the Truth. A Few Good Men. And it was a winner by a long shot. And it was indeed They Live, Roddy Piper. I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. It won by a long shot, and we did get 104 votes. And I think you can still vote in it. It seems to just be going on forever, to be honest. So next time we'll put a cap on it, right? And I'd be lying if I thought that one was not going to be the winner. I thought it might have been a wee bit closer between You Can't Handle the Truth and I've Come Here to Chew Bubblegum and Kick Ass and I'm All Out of Bubblegum. Terminator 16%, Jaws 16%, They Live 41%, Star Wars 3%. Boo, no one likes Star Wars. No one likes it. You Can't Handle the Truth 23%, so that came in at second place. They Live winning, Few Good Men second, then a tie break for third, Terminator and Jaws. Sorry, The Immigrants, You're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat. Hey, let's not give them ideas for a movie, right? So that basically is it. So it was kind of something a bit different, a bit laid back for you maybe. Not me doing the tallying. Do we call it tally? Hey, score taken, right? It was a documentary. Yeah, I would say that. I would agree with that, Wendy. And I think, what's his name? John Carpenter, he said that. Roddy Piper said it. And I think even David Keefe said it as well. So they all kind of agree. Look, it was a documentary, man. They're among us. So it's not just a movie, it's a documentary. So if you go into I don't know, I was going to say video store. Would you call it a video store? Probably not these days. Do you even get DVD stores anymore? I don't think there's any here. Oh, there's one that's kind of like a DVD store, but it's more computer games and consoles. It does sell DVDs. But when I was growing up, you still had Blockbuster on the main high street. Then you had other one or two kind of local video shops, DVD shops. And we actually had a video shop, and it had a kind of wagon, sort of Japanese fucking wagon that would go about town renting videos out to people. So it would drive by your house, and you could run out and rent a video from it. That would have been in like early 90s till about maybe 98. And they were good days, them. Good times, man. Like pennies to rent a video. Then, I don't know, I think you just gave your name and address and you paid for it. I guess if you never put it back, the guy would be at your door. Where's my video? But yeah, I can remember them days like they were yesterday. But today's a bit different. Of course, it's all online. All of it's online. Is that a good thing? Probably not, to be honest, but that's the world we're in. The created world that we're in. So, in terms of tomorrow, it'll be the Friday fix at around 7 p.m. UK time. And then I'll be back on Saturday over on Math Easy Solution at 9 p.m. UK time. And it will be a 9/11 stream. And it'll be great, right? So do not miss it. I'll put another link to it tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Confusing myself. I'm confusing myself already. Hey, it doesn't take much. And do you know, I was looking at a book that I've got here. Where is it? And it's called A Dash O Doric. And it's like a book written about how people in the northeast of Scotland speak. So you can imagine it's a bit weird. But I only noticed, I'm sure I bought it from a charity shop. I only noticed yesterday that in the front cover it's actually signed by the two authors of the book. And it says, all the best, Ronnie Shepherd and Norman Harper. And I was looking at it the other day and I thought, bloody hell, it's signed by them. on the front page. So, hey, it'll be worth millions. It'll be worth millions, right? So, funny that, the books you pick up in charity shops, you never know. It could be an original sort of signed by the author. Maybe worth looking out for. Just pick up all the books and look on the first and back page and see if it's signed by anybody. So, I mean, I've had it for about a year and I only noticed the other day. I might mention it. We might look at it a wee bit. It's really funny. It's got like different stories and poems and jokes kind of related to the northeast of Scotland and how people speak. A bit weird. A bit weird, right? Story of my life. Anyway, so tomorrow night, make sure you're there. Don't have me chasing you, because I will find you. I know where you stay, and I will come and get you. And I'll be, hey, I've got a list here. I know the people I'll be looking out for tomorrow. So make sure you can join and show your support, right? And I'm sure it'll be good. So, yeah, Dog Named Boo, if you want to email, just hit me up anytime. Feel free at your leisure. Good, let me see. We'll jump in and we'll say cheerio. Then we'll find a tune. What are we on? 2 hours 14. Not bad. We've done not bad, to be honest. I think 10, although there was more than 10 questions. So, hey, maybe 10 to 20 questions next time. And be here on time, right? Otherwise, you're never gonna win if you come in halfway through. So don't be doing that, right? So good to see Wendy. Well done tonight on the ball tonight, Wendy. A Dog Named Boo, fantastic. A pleasure to see you. I hope you're doing well. And thank you, Dawn, all the way down under. Thank you for the continued support. James as well. Thanks, James, for popping in. Friday fix tomorrow. Then I'll see you on Saturday. Honestly, it doesn't take much to Earlier on, I kept thinking today was Friday. Oh, man. Don't ask me why, right? It's just one of those weeks. Is it not Friday? What day is it? Thursday? Fucking hell. Oh, well. We're ahead of the game then, right? So good to see you, James, Tyler, Sadie as well. Well done tonight, Sadie. A pleasure to see you. The beautiful Justine, one of our winners tonight. Cha-ching. Well done. Hit the jackpot. We're off to Rwanda. Fantastic. Me, you, and Norman off to Rwanda. That would be a good laugh, that, right? I can just see it now. I can see it now. So good to see you, Justine. I'll definitely be in touch. Maybe send me an email in case I can't find any of the previous emails. If you drop me a line, that would be great. Dawn, Justine, Wendy, James, fantastic. Good to see you. Let me see. Hulks as well. Good to see you, Hulks. I hope you're doing fine. Justine and Norman as well. Where did he go? Who's off to his bed now? Yeah, we'll see you for the Friday fix. And hit me up an email if you're about. So yeah, good to see everyone. Carl as well, who done well tonight. Good on you, Carl. It's good to see people know their stuff, right? In terms of general knowledge. Keeps the brain going to a certain extent. So good to see everyone. Pretty much Sadie, A Dog Named Boo, and Joni as well, and Ulick if you're still there. Thanks for joining. Well, kinda joining. Thanks for popping in anyway. And hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow for the Friday fix. It'll be 7 PM UK time. Do not miss it. What's it going to be about? God only knows. Whatever news has been through the week. Will we be rewriting history? You bet. We do it every week now. Every week now we're rewriting history. What a wonderful world that we live in. Sure, let's go with that, right? So, like I always say, no fear. Don't entertain it. Don't let anybody get in your way. Nobody gets in your way. And like I always say, no matter what, no matter where, do not comply. And that is about it. Bye-bye.
Our masters!
What do these things want, and why are they here?
You still don't get it, do you, boy? They have recruited the rich and the powerful. They're running the whole show. Wake up! They're all about you, all around you.
One love, one heart. Say let's get together, and I will feel alright. Yeah, say one love, oh yeah, one heart. I give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Saying now let's get together, and I'm gonna feel alright. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let them all pass, so their dirty remarks. Yeah. There is one question I'd really love to ask. Yeah. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt some mankind, just to say his unbelieving, singing love, one love, yeah, one heart. Let's get together, and I'm gonna feel alright. Hear the children crying, hear the children crying. I give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Come on, say let's get together, and I feel alright. So let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. So when the man comes, there will be no wrongdoing, no. Have pity on those whose chances grow thinner. There ain't no hiding place from the fire of creation. Singing love, one love, one heart. Say let's get together, and I'll feel alright. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Alright, alright, I'll feel alright. Singing love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. One love, ooh, one heart. I give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I'm feeling alright. Still so, ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. City do, da, da, yeah, yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa, da, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Singing now, alright. Feel alright, come on. Jah knows no matter. He knows when to cry and play. And the world is hurting on, even when it seems so dark and blue. Jah knows the best for you, and you will hold the tight all through